years, the next months, the next days, the next weeks. I think it's good that we still use this topic to discuss also with you who owns a customer really, because we're still in a market where we think that because we own the address, the email address, the telephone number, the name, surname, that we own the customer. But we, at the moment, I don't want to go too deep at the start. I think it's easy to own information, but it's not so easy to get engagement or acceptance for. I think if I get an email newsletter, and after this email newsletter I have to buy something. I think this is the most important way to engage somebody with information I have, every single person.
Mark, you could continue by introducing yourself also.
Yeah, I'm Marc. That was your intro. First topic, and next me. I'm working in mobile since 10 years. I work for Nokia in Germany, always on innovation topics, so how to roll out new services, solutions, techniques. After left Nokia, I went to be a freelance consultant since last year. I'm still doing these things for several companies and mobile applications and platforms, and since April 2008 I started at 7 Principles. It's a consulting agency in Germany focused on telecommunications consulting, mainly on advertising like Vodafone mobile internet services and several other customers all over Germany. And my topic is innovation. I'm also in the chapter of Innovate Germany. That's why I'm on several conferences meeting you guys to move some things and go on the market to change.
So Antonio, you can start with either yourself or the topic.
With the topic. Hello, so Antonio in Staybl. I founded a company called Schmoeger with Luca Sarol and my partner here 3 years ago. We are also since 10 years in the mobile business. The company Schmoeger is a purely mobile social network. We have 2.5 million users. We do more revenue than Facebook or MySpace with active customers. We're really happy in the off-tech world. We don't cooperate with the carriers at that moment. We look forward to do this in the future, but the main goal at the moment is getting customers, and still doing more money than Facebook or MySpace, and that's already possible in the mobile internet. And I would say even more, it's only possible in the mobile internet to make money instead of the online world.
I'm trying. I was briefed not to speak very much, so I'm John. Hi.
Yeah, I'm sure Jonathan has more to say if I will allow him to, but let's try the audience. Let's try the audience.
Depends if anyone wants to hear it.
So, any questions? We have a panel here. Who owns the customer? Let's give you a chance to test us and test the panelists here. There were 2 hands up, so go ahead, please.
Hi. Question for Marc. You said you did a lot of work with Vodafone in Germany in relation to mobile advertising. Just wondering, in terms of your experience, what sort of sectors have you found to be most responsive in the early stages to mobile in terms of advertising?
I think the most let's not call it successful, because I have to go around to say my meaning is if we running a campaign and we are seeing 10% response, perhaps on the customer newsletter services for Vodafone customers, we see an opening rate of 10-15%. It's unbelievable. But if we look on the advertising models nowadays, everybody in this room sees them as a success if we get 1% response on an email newsletter, instead to see that 99% are responding. So our experience is that it's more easier to if you work with an operator, because this operator has the allowance to use the information from the customer if you also made an opt-in, and you can even easier track the behavior if the user is online in Vodafone Live portal, or if you send in a newsletter, perhaps with sports, politics, and cars, and you see, oh, he's clicking on sports every week. You can customize his interests, and you see he never uses politics. He's into girls and cars. showing girls and cars in the properties. So, you have quite more easy ways to see how the users can change and how they use the portal and can insert more attractive, interesting things into the regular communication to the customer. And I think it's one of the most successful advertising units all over Vodafone worldwide in Germany.
Okay, and just to follow on from that now, I don't know if you would have any input on this, but from the advertiser's perspective, I suppose, ad world, from what you've seen in Germany and their relationship, say, with Vodafone Live portal in Germany, is there any sector that is taking the jump into mobile more in terms of reaching that audience you're just talking about in a targeted way? So is it car manufacturers, is it the adult sector, is it, I mean, what sort of areas would you see as really seeing the true advantages of mobile as an advertising medium?
I think at the moment we still have the phase that the big brands who have the money to say, let's experiment a bit, quite more easier to come into the mobile sphere. But I also think that we still have old-fashioned models, like old-fashioned models from the online advertising. We just adopt them. And I had 1 year ago, instead of this, you're asking Vodafone questions, let's ask somebody from Vodafone, not only me.
Maybe I can jump in there. So that is a problem within the whole operator world. So if I'm an advertiser, and we are from Schmoeger, also from the advertising side, why should I advertise within Vodafone portal? This is not a target group. If you tell me I want to target all Vodafone users in the world, that's maybe a target group. But if you have 1 million users in the Vodafone portal, that's just a couple of % of all their users. This is not BBC's news. I can target them, okay. I can target all BlackBerry users in the world because I could think they are business related. But what is the Vodafone portal audience? Who could be interested in? That is the question, and that is also the main goal for the operators in the future. They have to define their portal and their user base. It's not just, I'm an operator, talk to me. As an advertiser, I would need the information. Why should I target your audience? Let me know something about your audience. Maybe just let me know how many people bought a new phone the last 3 months. Okay, they should have money. I could run a campaign there. That could be a target group, but just the operator portal is, okay, it's an operator portal.
Jonathan?
I think to progress that on, we need to kind of helicopter up slightly and have a look at what types of advertising we would even then do under those circumstances. So display-based advertising on the internet, which is proving to be fairly inefficient, then squeezed into a smaller screen, is arguably going to always produce the same results. It's the definition of insanity to do the same thing again and again and again and expect anything to be different. But so if we've got display-based advertising and search and content and messaging, so long as people who are actually inside an online environment are receptive to some form of display-based advertising, if people are, if that's what they want, if consumers, as we call them, want that information from their brands around those mobile internet experiences, then it's all going to work out fine. If it turns out that 99% of people, or 97% of people, or 99.9% of people don't, then it's not going to work, ladies and gentlemen. The money won't come, and the advertising industry won't fund that. And so as long as we're sure that those experiences are what people want, then we're going to be okay.
Okay, next question, please.
Hi, Terence Eden from Vodafone. I'm the product manager for Vodafone Live Portals, so maybe I can answer some of those. Please don't hurt me. As a mobile operator portal, I would be incredibly happy to. I understand that you don't want to say show this advert to everyone on the portal because that's useless to you. You want to show me people who have bought a car or have a new phone or whatever the relevancy is for you. And I think that's great. It's a win-win for us. I don't want to show my customers an ad